Sourdough starter day 7, and they're still growing pretty steadily, but today's the day I decide which one stays and which one goes, and it is going to be this one because it had the most growth overnight. This is their first feed of the day on day 7 because I was too busy to feed them this morning. So these will become discard, and this one's going to be the only one I work on, and if all else fails, I'll buy a sourdough starter. This sourdough starter was fed on a 1 to 5 to 5 ratio, meaning there was 1 part sourdough starter to 5 parts water and 5 parts flour. I'm going to continue to do that. First thing I'm going to do is dump all of this starter into this jar, which has been zeroed out, and figure out what my measurements will be from there. So I decided to go with 25 grams of starter in this jar, which means at a 5-to-1 ratio, I'm gonna put in 125 grams of flour and then 125 grams of water, and hope that by using this giant jar for this tiny amount of starter, it actually grows overnight. This is my plea to the sourdough starter gods, that this is my act of good faith by putting it in a reasonably sized jar, that it actually grows. And with 150 grams of water in this giant jar, I'll mix it up and we'll have our one Clara Dough again. I'm gonna get Clara Dough, the only Clara Dough, covered up back in the oven with the door cracked, and hope for the best overnight. I have put a bowl of water in there to help with humidity, and I have been keeping this rubber band at where the starter is starting at, so I'm gonna readjust that before putting her in the oven. Clara Dough 1 is complete for the night. Comment your favorite sourdough starter discard recipe, because I don't know what I'm doing here, but I have a lot of discard. The only thing I can think to make is pancakes.